Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I got something in store for you today. We have the AuxBeam 8-gang switch panel. Now, I don't have the mounting brackets for it yet. They are coming tomorrow, but it'll be the next, one of the next clips in this video. But I'm getting this prepped right now to be mounted and all that, so I will show you guys how to do that. And then later on in the video, you'll see it all connected. So the mounting location for the unit, the main unit, where all the lights connect into, goes right here. It's a bracket that connects up here and then brings it down here. So it's really accessible because we have our fuse box right there and our battery right here. So that's where it mounts. So the bracket comes tomorrow and you'll see that in future clips, but this is where it goes. All right, so connecting this thing up. So you have your positive and your negative. Now, your positive runs through this little, both actually run through this hole right here, because you need room for the cover to just, pop on, whatever. And so you run the positive wire to your 60 amp fuse right here, and then from your fuse you run it to the battery. Now your ground, your black wire, goes just straight to the battery. Now for the wire that connects to the control module, the way I'm running it, since it's mounting there, I bought the 20-foot wire extension just so I have extra, but depending on where you mount it in there, it depends on however much you need, but I got the 20-foot just to be safe. So I'm running it right behind there, and then behind the suspension all the way down there, and then it goes over the crash bar. I don't think you can see it, maybe not, but crash bar under there, and then it's right there, and it goes straight through the plug. So not too bad. That's kind of the way I'm doing it on this truck, but each truck will be different, depending on what you're throwing this thing in. But for the Fords, this is kind of the best way, and then you will put the plug back in there, so it will be sealed up for the most part. So next, we are going to install the inline fuse for the backlighting of the AuxBeam switch. So we will install this, and then we connect this right here to the end, and then this just plugs in straight to the control module. All right, for the splice, we went into one of the fuses for a cigarette lighter, and they give you the add a fuse, and then you just run it outside and then to the connector here. We got everything hooked up inside now. Like I said, waiting on the bracket here. That'll be installed at like the end of the video. But now, since everything's here, it's time to connect the positive and the negative. It is time to install the AuxBeam. All right, it's time to install the bracket for the AuxBeam control module here. So let's get this installed. It's real easy. You just install the bolt there, and then you mark it, drill the hole for there, bolt that, and then you hook up the module onto the plate right here. So not too hard. I'll do it off camera. I mean, it's real simple. So let's get it done. All right, we got the bracket installed. It's just the 2 bolts. They're super hard to get to, so look out for that. And we also had to drill a hole here, so be mindful. But we also got the panel on too, so this is gonna be sweet. And then you route all the wires through here and then connect them, and we put the cover on here, and it's gonna look super clean. So let me do that real quick and I'll show you how it looks. We got everything routed, everything's mounted, looks good. My guy who's doing all the work to this thing, like bumpers and suspension and stuff, he's also hooking up some of the lights, so I'll ask him to clean this up a little bit because they're pretty meticulous. So we'll see what that looks like once it's done in March. But for now, this is how it's gonna look. I'll tidy up a little bit, but not looking too bad. So let's put the cover on and move to the inside. And this is what it looks like all said and done up here in the engine bay. And there's the cover. And now I tucked that down there. You could probably mount it here, so we'll see. But that's what it looks like for now. So pretty dang clean. So to get the center console out, it's not that hard at all. It literally is just those two clips right there. And, well, and these clips here. But you literally just pull down. Now watch out for that wire. It can definitely break if you go too hard, because that's the connector. But yeah, it freaking just pops out. So now we got to take this out because we are installing the mount here, and then we got to run it headliner all the way and then down to there, and then we got our wire right there. So let's do it. So this was pretty difficult, but I got it. So on the back side, you have these little holes. There's 4 of them. So before you put this in, you mount the AuxBeam buttons through here. So you got 4 screws, and then you screw them in there with the skinny Phillips head. And then from there, you pretty much just put this in like the sunglass holder, and then right here there's rubber plugs that are here. You rip them out, and then you use the supplied Allen head screws, and then it goes through up top. Don't tighten too tight because that's just plastic. And then, as you can see right there, the screws, and then make sure that wire goes through, and then you want to shoot it out through the front, because it is going to go like this and then back through the headliner there, and we're going to try to run it behind here all the way down like I showed y'all. So I got the wire right there, so now we're going to run it. But I know there's not many videos on this, so I thought this would be nice for those of you that are doing the Swarfworks install right here for the AuxBeam for a, I think it's 2021 up Ford F150. So yeah, honestly, it's not that bad. It's just there was no install instructions, so you just gotta figure it out on your own, I guess. But yeah, I hope this is helping you guys, so let's keep going. So what you want to do is there's this rubber piece right here. So I am going to pry it back, and we're gonna tuck the wires back there all the way up here, and then right where it hits headliner, we're gonna run it behind the headliner up to here, and then keep it going back all the way to the opening, and then it'll be easy from there. If you look, it's working real well. Just hiding that wire right there, and you just keep tucking and, you know, pulling it out to hide it like that. So from here, we're gonna run it underneath the headliner right here all the way. We got the wire all tucked up, and over here you're gonna want to run it underneath here through the front, and then there's a little gap right in here that you're gonna want to run it through, and then you got your wire here. So let's just to show you, you're gonna want to check, make sure your lighting is all good. And just like that, here, let me turn the light off, and there you go, it's lit up. So it's on the accessory, so like when I have the key in, and then turn the accessory off, and it'll go off. So we're gonna get the console put up and then tuck all the wires. See, there it went off, and then yeah, we're good, but you cannot see it at all. So this is a super clean install, especially if you get that all looking good. But yeah, super clean install, not too bad. And I hope you guys can understand how to put this in, because I didn't the first time, but I figured it out. So yeah, thanks for watching. I mean, that's about it to it. You just connect the plug, connect there, smack it on up, and then you're good to go. Test if all the electronics still work.